So as I said, there is a problem. Our application does not change the color immediately. And to fix this, we will use something new. And this new thing is Notification Center and the concept of notifications in this operating system. And you might remember I was talking about Notification Center in the lecture about different frameworks, different design concepts. And this is where we're going to actually use it. So every running application has an instance of NS Notification Center. And Notification Center is just like a bulletin board where anything can post a notification, and something else, some other object, can be an observer of that notification. And in our application, we want the preferences panel to post a notification, not actually the panel, but let's say the color well. When it changes the color, we want it to notify all the documents in our application so that the color is changed and you have to update the background color. So NS Notification is the class that we're going to use to post notifications, and it's really simple. It has the name, which is just NS string. This is the name of the notification. And it has a pointer to an object. And if you compare notifications with letters, then object is kind of return address. This is the address of the object that posted that notification. So the thing that manages all the notifications is NS Notification Center. It does three main things. It registers the observer objects. So any objects that want to observe certain notifications and do something when those notifications arrive should be registered. And you can do it in this class. It also manages the posting of notifications and unregistering observers. So this is exactly what we want. So here are a few methods, actually just two methods in NS Notification Center. First one is, just like we did last time, is a class method which returns the notification center. And this is how you get to Notification Center if you want to do something to it. The other method is to add a new observer, and it takes the object, the selector, the name of notification, and another object. So first thing is, of course, the observer. And most of the time you're going to pass self, because you are the object and you want to add yourself to Notification Center to be able to react to some notifications, and you say, well, this is me. And ID, an observer should be self, but you can pass any pointer to any object. The next one is the selector. This is the message that is going to be sent, or the selector that is going to be called, or in just other words, the method in the observer that is going to be called when this notification arrives. And when I say this notification, I mean the notification of this name, of notification name. And you can also pass it an object. And this will check if this notification has this object, then this selector of this observer will be called. So this is how it looks like. We have the Notification Center, and it has some registered observers. And let's say we now have A and B. Those are some objects. And I want to register a new object, which is a C object. And I call the Notification Center from within C object, and I say add observer self, which is me, for this selector. And remember, in I think lecture 2 we were talking about useful methods in NS object class, and we had the class method instances respond to selector, or the instance method called response to selector. And we could check if a certain object can respond to some selector. And we were using the same construct. We were doing selector and then just passing the name of the selector. So here I'm saying, if I get this notification, call this method, call handle, and pass this. And The name of the notification I want to observe as C object is some notification name. This is a string. And I say the object is nil. And I'm going to explain what it means. So when I call that method, I am now, the C object is one of the observers, and this handled this. Yeah, I made a mistake here. Of course, this should be handled this together. This is the name of the selector. And it will be called, and the notification will be passed to that method. So if this notification name is nil, then the notification center sends the observer all the notifications with the matching object that we pass here. But we did the opposite. 2 slides ago we did some notification name, but we didn't specify the object. We just said nil. And in this case, if an object is nil, the notification center sends the observer all notifications with the name notification center. Notification name with this name, regardless of what the object is. Okay, so let's add this stuff into our code. And remember, those notifications only work within our application. We cannot send notifications to other applications, and we have different ways to do it, but this is not what we're going to do. So first, let's define this. I want to post notifications. This is the easy part, because all I have to do is just call notification center and say, well, here's the letter, here's the message. So first, let's define some constants again. So let's go to preference controller.h. Here I have 2 externs, and I want to do more. I want to have this one, which is NSString. Same thing, const. And I want to specify a key for a notification. This would be used for notification name. So ITU color changed notification, and do the same for when I have that checkbox changed. So const ITU I think let's just call it, I don't know. Oh no, I don't need this. Why am I doing this? I don't need this. I'm sorry. I only need to send a notification when I change the color, because this is what matters within the application. But that Boolean variable does not matter, because it only matters for something when I start the application. So I don't need to worry about that. The only thing I have to change is the color. So let's implement this. Not really implement, but just define it in preference controller.m. Right here on top where we define these 2 things, let's define another one and call it somehow, give it some name. I'm going to call it ITU color, just maybe the same, changed. Yeah, just that. Okay, so now I want to use this name, the name of my future notification, and post it to a notification center. So I go to my preference controller.m. I'm here already, and I have this method change background color. So the thing I want to add is, first of all, I want to get my notification center. So I do ns notification center, create a new one, sort of, and get the default one. So ns notification center default center. And now I want to post to that notification center. So I say nc post notification, and I just want to pass the name of my notification, and this is the ns ITU color change notification. And I want to pass myself. I want to pass self. So okay, this was the easiest part, and here's the problem. In NS notification center declares post notification object. Oh, What is the problem? Post notification. Name, of course, like so. And yeah. We could actually just replace this as well, so I'll just do this, save one line. Okay, this was easy. Now we want to actually register observers so that my application window can react to that notification which is being sent now but not used. So we must supply the object that is the observer. Then we need to give it the name of the notification, and we know the name, and the message that we want to be called when this notification arrives. So yeah, this first step is we go to document.m because this is what we want to react for us, and we have the init method. And where is the init? Right here. So the only thing we do here is create the new employees array, and now we want to add some stuff. First, again, I want to get my NS notification center, and this is the same stuff. I just do nc equals NS notification center default center. All right. Now I want to add an observer. I want to call that method I showed you a few slides ago. So I'm going to call nc add observer. And now I have to pass the observer. And since we are inside the object that we want to react, we're going to pass self. And the selector I want to call is create a new selector and call it handle color change. And we don't have it yet, but we will. The name of the notification would be, again, we have this IT color change notification constant, and the object will be nil because we don't care which object is passed. We just want to be notified every time color changed. Okay. So now we actually have to unregister when we go out. So let's create a method called dialog. And this is the method that is called when we unload the application, the document, from memory. And this is a good part, good point where we can say NS notification center, default center, please remove observer self. So it knows by that time that we have this observer and we want to remove it when we go out. So now we have to implement this handle color change method. And this would be a void method because it doesn't really returns anything, but it does accept NS notification. Because this thing will call this handle color change method, and the notification itself will be passed to it. So let's say notif, and for now let's leave it. Okay. So now I want to go to my change background method, and it's actually, of course, in. Okay, so this method handle color change will be called every time this notification is out there, but the problem is I might have more than one document open, and I want to change the color of the table view for every document. So the good thing is we have a way to handle that. So first let's go to my preference controller.m, and here's my change background. Let's add something. This is where my notification is posted. So I want to add more posters to there. So I will create a new NS dictionary, call it just D. And add the value I want to pass along with this notification. Because the main problem is this notification itself does not contain anything useful. It contains the notification itself, it contains the name of itself, but I want to pass the color because this is what I want to be changed. So I'm going to create this dictionary and put the color inside. I will say NS dictionary and dictionary with object. So I just want to put a single object, and this would be the color object because this is what I just created here. And the key, let's make the key color. This is not the name of the notification, this is just a key for this NS dictionary, so we don't have to use the same name. And now when I'm posting this notification, I'm saying this is the name of it, this is the object to be used, and now I can pass this NS dictionary. And to do it, I can say user info, and this accepts an NS dictionary of additional information. So this is perfect. Now let's go back to my document.m, and I did this handle color change that takes the notification and doesn't do anything yet. So I want to get the color of the changed color well. So let's take NS color, call it color, and from my notification, which is notif here, I can take the user info, and from that user info, this is the dictionary now, so I can get the object by key. So object for key, and the key we used, remember, was color. So now we have this color, and let's update the table view. Let's say table view set background color and use that color. Oh yeah, color. Okay, we don't have any issues. Let's start this. So we have green. If I go to settings, it's right here. Oh. Let's create another window, and this should be able to do this. Yep. It instantly updates the color, because every time I change the color slightly, I just change the value a little bit, this color well, the actually preferences panel sends the notification to notification center, and we registered each document as an observer, and it takes the color and updates the table view color. So this is how it's done. All right, that's it for lecture number 10. See you next week. Bye.